I am here. I am here waiting for all of you to join me. We have such an amazing show today. I can't be more excited. Something very new for Gabor, which we've been waiting on for a very long time, and I had to keep secret as well, but now I'm able to share it with you. Not only do we have that, but we also have a wonderful guest today. Very excited to have her join us today. And I'm waiting for all of you to join. So I'm going to look here. Let's make sure that we're rolling, and let's make sure that we are live so you guys can all get this information. Again, like I said, very exciting day today. So wanted to welcome you all. So as you know, or maybe you don't know, we've been kind of dropping some little hints that there's something new for Gabor. And so today is the day that we're going to reveal that. So I just want you all to grab your seats and join us now and welcome the special guest that I have who's going to be showing us these new Gabor items. So here we are, guys. Gabor Luxury is introducing today for the very first time in its designer series, a heat-friendly fiber. That's right, you heard it right. Gabor heat-friendly fiber, okay? So I want you to ask as many questions as you want. We're gonna cover a ton of ground. And in the meantime, just by asking questions, if you are a US resident and you're 18 years plus, you will be automatically entered to win one of these lovely wigs in a choice color by the end of the program. So just to let you know also, these wonderful wigs are only available in stores right now, but they will be available come January 2023 everywhere. So get a jump on it now. All right, guys. I know this is the moment, right? This is the moment. So you guys, I have a very special guest with me today. I got to chat with her a little bit. Maybe you know her from Instagram. You've seen her around. Her name is Liane Boyko, and she is at Liane with an E. I spelled it wrong earlier. Boyko, B-O-Y-K-O on Instagram. Check out her Instagram. She is a beautiful girl. She is a lovely person. And something you may not know about her is that she struggles with growing her own hair. Okay, we're going to get into that today. So I want you guys to really, really welcome the wonderful Liane Boyko, who is joining us today. Liane, come on in, girl. Join us in this chat. There she is. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm well, Frank. How are you?
I'm doing great, especially great because you're joining me. Not only do we have these great wigs we're going to be showing today, but also because I have you to model them for me.
I'm very excited, and let's get into it. Let's start talking about these gorgeous wigs.
Let's get into it. I'm checking to see what we got here for some questions. Let's see. Well, let's just go ahead and get into it. So I got you guys on here, so I'll be checking out what your questions are, and I'll be answering them as soon as possible.
Ask a million questions.
Yeah, that's what we're here
for.
That's what we're here for. Okay, you guys. So Liane, I want to welcome you personally. I want to thank you for taking this opportunity to become a part of the Gabor presentation today for the Gabor Luxury Collection. The designer series, something we've been waiting to come out with. It's true to life fiber. Finally, we have it. And we have some lovely styles to present it in. But first, I want to talk to you about you and your journey, because as you're sitting there in all your beautiful glory, we also may notice that you have some hair, you don't have some hair, kind of that whole idea. And so you and I have talked earlier, and you kind of asked about your hair loss and your journey, and I want you to share some of that with everybody. Yours is based on alopecia areata, correct?
Yes. Yeah. I have alopecia areata, which is only on the top of my head.
So tell us a little bit how that started for you. When did that first happen? When were you noticing hair loss? And then what kind of transpired after that?
So I actually was diagnosed when I was 12 years old, which is very young in my opinion. You're going through puberty. You're kind of just getting to know your new body that you're developing, and out of nowhere, I noticed a bald spot, and it was really scary. And I went to my doctor, which then brought me to a dermatologist, and they diagnosed me with alopecia areata. And you fast forward, I'm now 22 years later, and I have severe alopecia areata. So you can see the darkness is the hair follicles I can still grow, and the skin is my skin.
Right. And so it's really just on the scalp, like you didn't lose your eyebrows or eyelashes or anything like that.
Correct. Yeah. So these are mine. They're still growing, knock on wood. So
right.
I'm grateful for that.
Right. And so at 12 years old, that's kind of a big deal, right? And so I would imagine that it's really tough because you're getting ready for high school, right? And you're going to start all of that, and you're dealing with hair loss. Was it a sudden hair loss, or was it just a gradual thinning? How did it kind of happen, and what happened during those high school years? I'm curious.
That's a really good question too. So I originally started with just one single bald spot, probably the size of maybe a quarter or a $50. And then it started to happen, slightly little bits around my head. And I was very nervous. I actually thought it was bubble gum when I first saw it. So, you don't know you don't know your naked hairless scalp ever usually. So I went to my dermatologist, like I said, and I started injecting steroids into my arm and then eventually into my scalp to really push that hair to grow back, which it did. And so for high school, I actually was okay. There was small little spots here and there, but I could really hide it. I actually had really thick, beautiful hair. So it was easier to keep it hidden.
Very good. You were able to get into then the modeling the modeling area of your life. Because I know you did some modeling, you still do some modeling. So is that how you were able to at 16 start, kind of getting into the modeling industry? Because you still had hair, you could still conceal maybe any areas that were giving you some problems. And so is that how that started?
Yes, pretty much. I was, again, lucky enough to hide it. No one really noticed it. Tons of hair on my head. So and I had long, really thick blonde hair, and it always was my dream to be a model. And I was lucky enough to work with a ex-model herself. She started a local agency in New England where I live. And from there, she actually brought me to New York City, got me signed with a wonderful agency that I'm actually still with to today. And so I got to benefit from that long, beautiful hair while I had it. And then unfortunately, here I am now without it. So
when did kind of like the alopecia take over where it was like unable for you to conceal it anymore? What point was that?
I would say that the real like severe loss probably started about 4 or 5 years ago. And I was actually relying on clip-in hair extensions to hide the bald spots. You're a hair salon person yourself. I mean, you've been in this business for a long time, So I went super platinum blonde, tried to hide the skin that was still there.
Right.
And then had my local salon cut and color custom pieces that I pretty much would strategically place in each spot to hide it. And I relied on that for a few years. And then 2 years ago, couldn't do it anymore. And decided to shave the rest of it off. And now I wear wigs.
So that was 2 years ago. That was really when you finally said, okay, enough with the masquerade. And you know what? I know what you're talking about because I've done that for people in my salon who are going through alopecia. That same exact thing where you're lightening the hair so you don't see the contrast with the scalp, or you're trying to match the scalp color, all of that to just conceal. And finally, you're right. I think we do get to a point where it's just like, enough is enough, right? And so then starts the hard work, right? Because now you have to just say, this is who I am, and finally accept who you are.
Yes, it's been a journey for sure, but a wonderful one at that. And I learned that I can love myself no matter what. And I think the world needs more of that. And I truly believe that I can make a difference and encourage other men and women, especially women, no offense to men, but we rely on hair. It's part of the beauty standard that's out there. And then too, I feel like a lot of them get the pass because they're like, oh, just shave your head, it's fine. And a man can walk around bald and it's quite okay. But for a woman, it's like, whoa.
Right. It's not a typical standard of beauty for a woman, right? We have a different standard of beauty. And that's a very good point, I think. And one of the things that I really think is important is that you've come through on the other side and you've made it through. And that doesn't come easy. It's just like, it's the relationship with yourself, and accepting yourself is also important for the relationship you have with other people, right? And so whether it's coming to terms with your hair loss or coming to terms with other parts of your even your personality, right? Until you fully, wholly accept who you are, I don't think you can connect to another person. It's because you just become all consumed with whatever it is that's afflicting you, right? Yes. And so you were able to come through it. And I also want to say, you also have a wonderful relationship. You have a husband, you are married, and you also, through all of that, which I think is a big fear for a lot of women, particularly who are going through this, are afraid they're never going to find love, or they're never going to find a level of intimacy with somebody. And you have been able to do that.
Yes, I'm truly, truly honored and blessed to have such a supportive man in my life. And he's been there with me for 12 years. So he's seen me with that long, beautiful hair. He's seen me with it falling out in the shower and practically, falling to the ground crying. I mean, he's been through the mountains and the valleys with me, and I'm so grateful. And he was even there for me when I decided to shave my head. He was my number one supporter. So there is love out there for all of us, and the right person is out there for anyone, no matter what you're going through. Absolutely,
100%. And you're a great example of that. And also, what a great testament to what great men are out there too. So if you ladies are out there and this is something that you deal with, take heart that you can wear wigs. There are other ways to make yourself feel good about yourself. And also that I think so much of it is finding your own, like we were saying before, your own true self, and then other stuff kind of comes with it, right? And if you're a genuine person, if you're a caring person, all of this kind of starts to make sense, and it becomes much more embraceable, I guess, right?
Well, and the best part about being a wig wearer, my husband gets to go on a date with a new girl every day.
I know. I was going to ask you about that, by the way,
I mean, there's some days I'll look at him and be like, what color would you like?
Yeah.
Like he's, like you're taking a food order. It's like, ooh, I think I want the blonde today, or maybe we should try the brunette. So it's fun. I think if you put your heart and soul into it, but you also keep a little lightheartedness, little jokes here and there, it's manageable for any person, I think.
Absolutely. I've always tried to think about this, being in the hair business, because you have women with thinning hair, and or even men with thinning hair, anyone who's going through something like that where they're losing their hair. And I always thought, why does this affect people in such a dramatic way? And I've just come to the conclusion that it's like a limb, like it's attached to us. And when we start to lose something that is attached to us, it's very hard to let go. It's no different than losing a leg for some reason, right? And now you have to wear a prosthesis, and you have to get used to that. There's something of a grieving of a loss there. Yes. And I think that is the hardest part, right? Is you have to grieve the loss. And until you can do that, can you come out on the other end and say, okay, now this is how my life is going to be, and this is how I'm going to live it. And I can choose to, like you said, have fun with it and wear different color wigs and do all that, or just become a recluse. And I think one of the things you do to inspire other people through your Instagram page and just seeing all these beautiful styles and hair and looks is that you can live a full life, you can have a beautiful life, and you can feel great about yourself. And that's what my contribution is to help ladies like you out there to wear hair, to have hair, and to feel good about it, and to know that it's as real and believable as possible. And that's what we try to do.
That's absolutely it, is to look and feel real. And I will never forget the first time I wore a wig in public. I was petrified. I kept touching it. I kept going like this. I kept being like, oh my gosh, is it moving? There are growth stages through all of this. And I think that's also important. Like you said, you have to go through a mourning process. You have to go through a learning process. And then you kind of become this successful wig wearer. And you're like, oh, I know how to throw it on. You throw a wig on in 2 seconds versus, oh my gosh, are the ear tabs okay? Or is the lace showing? And so that's what we're doing here today, right? We're showing women how easy it is to put on a Gabor wig and look and feel beautiful.
Absolutely. And I'm really thrilled because, this is the first 4 of the collection that we're launching today. And so we got more coming, but we're going to look at the first 4. Again, these are launching in stores today, and then they'll be available to everybody online, all of that in January 2023. So we get to do the preview, Liane.
Yes. Launch the fireworks.
Let's launch them. Let's get it going. All right, guys. Well, let's talk a little bit. The first wig, let's do the first wig, right? So the first wig in the collection, I got a picture of it from our actual photo shoot, right? And I'm going to show you a picture with each style so you can get an idea of what it looked like on the model, because I don't know if you guys get catalogs, but if you don't, definitely check out flipsnack.com and just go onto Gabor Wigs, and all of our catalogs for HairUWear are there. So look for HairUWear and you'll be able to find that. So the first wig we're going to look at is the Out the Door wig. And this is our lovely model who's wearing Out the Door. And we styled it a little curly and a little wavy. It's how the wig comes, and we amped it up just a little bit. And as you can see, that's the color Honey Pecan. So let me get my little girl here. I got my little mannequin here. And we're gonna put it on.
Look, we're twinning.
I know. I know. You're prettier though, Liane, I gotta say.
Thank you.
And she's painted. So, you know, you're a natural creation.
Love it.
Let's talk about Out the Door first. And I'll have you put Out the Door on. I'll talk about the cap construction.
Okay.
So cap construction and Out the Door, right, is a lace front. So this goes temple to temple. You see the lace front there. And then it is fully wefted on the personal fit cap from Gabor. So very stretchy, very light. It's got some wave built into it. I am showing it today in the GF. This is our new color line, right, for Gabor Designer Series. GF 132SS, and that is Sangria, okay? So this is a kind of like a cranberry-ish kind of, I kind of think of, like when I look at this color, I kind of think of Sharon Osbourne. Give it like that kind of like bright, intense kind of red color. So which color are you wearing for us today, Liane?
So I apologize. Here we go.
That's okay.
Of course, you know, this is what happens, right? So I think I'm wearing shaded Biscuit. No, I apologize. This is Out the Door. So I am wearing GF 1222SS, which is also SS Cappuccino.
Nice. And
what's cool about this one, I just realized I'm very Halle Berry right now.
Yes, I know. You have that look, because you can wear it kind of flat and pull it down a little bit. I'm like amping her up just to kind of give you a little contrast. But look at you just playing with that. I love the depth in that color. I like the blonde highlights in it. And again, you guys, these that we're showing today, these are all true to life fiber, okay? So, you know, you guys may have asked, like, what is it that makes the true to life fiber? These, for this collection, I want to tell you, is a proprietary blend that we have created, and it is a blend of 2 polyester fibers, okay? So these 2 polyester fibers are going to give you the best result. What do these do? Well, let me tell you, it has a very small denier, okay? So by combining these 2 fibers, I don't know if you can see, but the hair is very fine. So it's very pliable, it's very light. The other thing about it is it resists cold set, okay? So if you have these in a box, you have these in the closet, this fiber is not going to make a memory of where it is, okay? So you don't have to steam it as frequently, you don't have to restyle it as frequently. This really, with just a little bit of styling with your hands, this fiber is easily moldable. The other thing about this is it resists matting, okay? So these 2 polyester blends will give you a much more resilient wear with this wig. So keep that in mind as well. Also, it holds the curl and the style pattern, as I said. So, you know, it's going to be, again, very finger stylable hair. You know, I think you can just pick it out with a little pick, which I love to do. And the best part about it, I think, is that it gives you the sheen of human hair, of healthy, shiny human hair. It's matte, but it's got a little bit of sheen. And I think you can see it too on Liane. Like, it picks up the light a little bit, but it's not super glossy, right? So you don't really need to use like a dry shampoo on this. You really don't have to like coat it with talc or anything like that. I think it just kind of does its thing all on its own.
It's got like that fresh out of the salon, like gloss that you kind of go, if you like, you're culling your hair kind of every 4 to 6 weeks, you kind of want to go and get a gloss. It has
exactly.
That shine.
Yes. Michelle Tyler wants to know, are all the wigs average size? Yes, Michelle, they are average size. And what does Amy say? She says, I was terrified to wear new hair out as well. You think everyone will know, but they usually don't. I think that's true, right?
They never know. And you know what, Amy, I just want to tell you, I mean, there has been so many times throughout my 2 years only of wearing wigs where people actually stop me on the street and they're like, where do you get your hair done? And
right.
It's up to you too. I want to remind every person out there, not everyone has to know you're wearing a wig, but if you feel comfortable and confident, you can always tell someone. So they're usually really shocked, which is really funny. But
yeah, you know what? That's so true, because I think if you believe in it yourself, you exude a confidence and people just don't even think about it. No one's really going around looking for who's wearing a wig. The only ones you see are the bad ones.
Right. The wiggy looking wigs. Yeah.
The wiggy looking ones, right? Well, I say that about plastic surgery too. Like most people who've had a facelift, you don't know unless they've had a bad one. So.
Right. And actually, Frank, is it okay if I also say something to Michelle?
Please.
So I'm actually a petite wig wearer myself. I have a 20.5 to 21 inch circumference. So as I'm putting these on, I'm going in the back and I'm actually almost crossing the adjustable straps. So it really truly fits my head. You'll see on some of the other ones that are a bit longer, I can whip my hair around and they don't move. They're very, very secure.
Yeah. And you know what, you also have that, the adjustable strap in the back, which really does help a lot with the nape area because, it keeps the wig from rising up once you get it settled into the nape. I mean, that looks adorable on you, Liane. I mean, look at that. So fresh.
Well, we were just talking about this. I mean, how fun is this? I used to love wearing headbands. Look how cute this is.
It is. I mean, and that's the thing. You can dress them up. You can, you can adorn them. Kind of play with it like it is your own hair, and don't be afraid. I mean, we were talking about earlier, like I love to like really brush these out, like really good. And I'll show you on some of the other ones how I brush them out because I think it kind of wakes it up. When you first get it, it's been sitting in a box, it's got tissue paper, it's got a hairnet on it. And we do that to, preserve the shape. But, you can take these out and once you start running your hands through them, I think the more you like work through it, like the more real they become. Look at that.
Who would have thought of a pixie cut fan? This is so cute.
I'm glad. And
kind of like what you're doing too. I mean, I can really jazz this girl up and kind of make her fancier and up and out, do the clip, no clip, what have you. But I also love what I did before. I can really shag it up and throw on some red lips and some big earrings and go out for the night.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about a short cut because it's some dramatic earrings and like, awesome. Anne wants to know what temperature should you use on these. Anne, we recommend that if you're going to flat iron, curling iron, that you set your iron to 300 to 350. I prefer 300, but you can go up to 350, which would be like, a medium to high setting on any of your heat styling implements. If you're going to do a blow dry on medium heat, and that will help you with that as well. Norma, hello, Miss Norma Dolan. Thank you for joining us yet again today. Love to have you on. Norma says, what kind of products should you use on a heat-friendly wig? Well, Norma, I'm going to tell you. Look, this Restore is amazing, okay? And this curl spray is amazing. I love these. And I'm going to tell you something else. I use a curl spray in my own bio hair, okay, before I blow dry it, okay? Because it gives my hair a little grit, and I can style it without it getting sticky and tacky. This is good to revive curls. This is also good to mist into the hair to like kind of scrunch it. The Restore Restore spray is really good after you shampoo the wig and you do a little conditioning in it and then just spray it with this. Actually, you can start out when you first get your wig, misting it with a little Restore spray just to wake it up a little bit. So those are very good. Otherwise, use your favorite hairspray. You can do all of that stuff. Just keep in mind for anyone who's out there watching today and you're just new to wigs, if you're using hairspray or products on a true to life fiber wig or any synthetic wig for that matter, just realize if you're using product on them on the regular, you're going to have to shampoo them a little more frequently. So that's all. Let's see. Vicky says, are these available in wig shops? No, they are available in wig shops, Vicky. Yes. So just find a retailer near you. You can go to the HairUWear website for that, and that will tell you who's around and how you can get them. So what you think, Liane?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to go out. Like I said, jazz this girl up, throw on like a leather jacket, some over the knee boots, because tis the season up in New England. And actually, you know what? Speaking of weather, right? So as a wig wearer too, I get nervous about my wigs getting all knotted. Go with a pixie cut. You'll never actually have to worry about wearing a scarf or your nice big poofy jacket. It's easy.
Exactly. And I want to just say how great it is to have you put it on because I could put it on the mannequin, but it just does not do it justice, right? Because the mannequin head is so small. You said like a petite to average head, and look at the back. I mean, just the contour. Look at the hairline, how naturally razor textured that looks. I mean, this is such a sophisticated, lovely cut. And again, I love that you can style it smooth and flat and chic, how you have, with just a little bit of a wave in the front, or we can style it as we did for our model in the photo shoot, or here in just kind of like, just bring up that curl and just kind of add a little volume. So I mean, however you want to wear it.
So much. Look at that.
Yep. I love it. I love it. So Diane wants to know, hi, Diana. Thank you for watching. Diana wants to know, do you recommend the wig being damp before curling or dry? You know, I got to tell you, I kind of like, if you're using a curling iron, if you're curling it, I prefer the hair to be dry. If you're smoothing, I prefer to mist it. I would mist it with a little restore and then go in with my flat iron or my hair dryer. I do like it slightly damp for smoothing and straightening. So there you go for that. So you guys, again, this is our new wig from Gabor Designer Series in heat-friendly fiber. And this one is called Out the Door because it's a shortcut. You can be out the door in no time.
It's so easy. Throw it on and go.
So easy, right?
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, if you like this one, if you're looking for something a little longer, you're going to like our next one. So let me get our next one. And we have a photo of our next one too. And the next one that we're going to be showing is called Make a Statement. So Make a Statement is a light, airy, shaggy cut. We've styled it both ways, as you can see on our models. On the left, we have styled it with a little like texture and little pieciness. And then on the right, we've just smoothed it out with a little styling spray and gave it a more polished, sophisticated look. So this is a wonderful style that can take you from casual and a little edgy to, you know, wonderfully sophisticated and polished. And this is gonna suit so many different face shapes. Look at that.
Ooh.
Right? So I should talk about the cap construction. So first of all, I'm showing Make a Statement in GF 2933, or no, in GF 1022. This is GF 1022. It is the shaded iced cappuccino. So this is the shaded iced cappuccino. Got it?
That's so pretty.
It matches my hair a little bit. I'm kind of getting into this color, you see.
Yes, you are.
And Liane, which one are you wearing?
I am wearing the GF 1723 SS, which is also the iced latte macchiato. We're both going to the coffee shop, mister.
We're going to the coffee shop. It's been the afternoon there. Well, we can with our wigs, right? So,
yes.
All right. So you guys, Make a Statement is constructed as such. We have on this one, ear to ear lace front. Okay. Then we have a mono top, but a mono extends, or mono part. The mono part extends all the way to the back. Can you see that? So we did that. So you have a nice natural part that you can really pull all the way back to the crown. So that's why we did that. Then you have some wefting and the personal fit cap. Again, adjustable velvet ear tabs, velvet nape. Wait, lean on in, Liane. Come on.
I know.
Lean in again. Let's look at that hairline.
You can't even tell.
Isn't that like awesome? I love, love, love. Yeah, that is really nice finish. And that's the whole thing, as you know, we were talking about before, like who would ever suspect or notice or think that that was not your hair? I mean, with that hairline like that.
Right. You wouldn't be able to tell whatsoever. And especially with the natural rooting, that's so important to make something look as natural as possible, because most of us have hair that grows out after we color it. So you want to show that it's still yours.
Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely. I mean, it is a very fresh look, this one, and I like the versatility in it. And that's why we added this to the collection, because you have these layers into the side that you can really just kind of piece out. You also have this beautiful jaw framing front. I don't know if you can pull a piece down, but like along the jawline, and look at that beautiful, how that just looks so like sophisticated. So I think that always really complements the face, you know, because you can frame it out a little bit. And then, of course, I love all these shaggy layers throughout. So again, you have something fresh, you have something tossable, and you can just make this as sophisticated or as casual as you want. So if you're looking to go from day to night, I think this is a super one, super one. Kathleen, hello, Kathleen. She says, what is the weight on this one? This one weighs 2.7 ounces. She's light.
Super light. I actually feel like, again, I can wear this in the summertime or I can wear it in the winter and throw a hat on. And for those wig wearers out there, especially if you are an average or a large size wig cap, putting a hat on is an extra layer of tightness. So
Yeah.
You end up having to buy new hats just so you can wear them with your wigs. And you don't have to worry about that with this one.
Right. Hey, Liane, how do you feel about wig grips? Do you wear the wig grips or do you not wear them? Or do you find you can get away with it?
So I did wear them for a while when I first still had my bio hair and I was putting that underneath. And I think that really helped benefit me with the wig staying on. I'm lucky enough now where I don't have hair, so I don't necessarily have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But there are some times where I do just buy a wig that's not my size because I love it so much. So that's when I do rely on the wig grips. But
and fill in later, right? Fill it in later.
Just tighten the straps down. That's the beauty of this one as well. I mean, these all feel really comfortable in my head, even though I'm considered less than an average size. So
yeah, awesome. So Lana, thank you for watching. Lana wants to know, can you put waves in it or scrunch it? You can put waves in it, Lana. This is the heat-friendly fiber we were talking about. I would say, you know, you might want to do it on a curling iron. And then what you want to do it on your heat setting between 300 and 350 degrees. Curl the hair if you want to curl it and pin it. You have to let it cool all the way for it to hold the curl, okay? So that's very important. A lot of people try to curl it and then just expect it to curl like human hair. It doesn't do that. You have to let it completely cool and set. It could be up to an hour, sometimes 2 hours. But it will eventually get the curl once you heat it up and let it cool. I know some people even put them in the refrigerator. I mean, I'm not kidding you. You don't have to go that far. Just let it cool enough. You know, but I mean, yeah, this is very easy. Just could spray any product in here. Again, I love my curl spray. I use it even in my own hair. So it's good for, you know, synthetic hair, bio hair. It just gives a little oomph and a little texture. And so just because it says curl spray doesn't mean you can't use it on other things. So
I'm going back to styling with my clips.
yeah, it's so cute. I mean, look, because you can really dress that up and you can pull it also like over to one side and have one side kind of asymmetrical. I love that.
Absolutely. You can really, really show one side of your face, throw a dramatic earring on. Yeah. And you're ready to go to the gala.
Yeah, that looks really sophisticated too and really like chic. I like that. So you guys, again, you're looking at the Gabor Luxury Designer Series. This is heat-friendly fiber. This is heat stylable. And I just want to say what an exciting time this is for Gabor because it's never been in the Gabor, except for our Gabor Essentials, but those are full wefted caps, right? These are the Gabor wigs that you've come to love with the lace front features, the mono parts. We're going to offer this in hand tied as well come future. So you're going to be able to get this fiber in a lot of Gabor quality, high quality wigs. So it's a new day for luxury here, kids, a new day.
Good day for luxurious, that's for sure.
Yes. So one more time, I'm going to recap the construction on this for those of you who are just joining us. So we have an ear-to-ear lace front. We have an extended mono part, right? So that really reduces the density in the part line, so it looks super natural. As you can see, Liane showing us right now.
That's really far back. I mean, that's what, 6 or 7 inches of party. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot. That's huge.
Yeah, we did that so you could have that kind of smooth sleekness in through there, you know? And then you have the personal fit cap. So nice and stretchy, very comfortable. And again, this color that I am showing Make a Statement in is the GF 1022. And this is the shaded iced cappuccino. And Liane, again, I'm sorry to put you on the hot seat. What color are you wearing again?
I'm wearing the iced latte macchiato.
Fabulous, fabulous. Excellent.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
So there you have it, guys. So we showed you our short one that has a little wave and a little body. And this one we're showing you is our kind of, I would call it almost a mid-length, but it's a kind of a shaggy, straighter, smoother look with some choppy layers. And so our next one is going to be a mid-length waved bob. This one is a stunner. You guys are going to love this one. So let's take a look at our next one. This one that we're going to be showing is called Trend Alert. Now look at this. We got our Trend Alert. It's got a beautiful wave. On the left, we have a little bit of blonde going on. That's our blonde color. And we've styled it with just a little bit of the wave coming down onto the face. And in the left, we have our iced Java, which is a beautiful, beautiful ash brown. So a nice chocolate ash brown. And we have that shown with a little more wave and a little more tousled movement away from the face. And now we're going to show it to you two other ways, aren't we, Liane?
Yes.
So this one is just darling. So I think you guys are really going to fall in love with this one. Look at that. Liane, that looks stunning on you.
Thank you. Do you see it? I mean, that looks like it's growing out of my head.
That is quite amazing.
It's
quite amazing.
Oh my gosh. Look at all these highlights.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're ever scared to buy a wig, this is your sign to buy a wig. I mean, you'd have to sit in the salon probably for 4 hours, which I'm sure you know, to get these beautiful highlights.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was telling you earlier, my dear friend Lisa, who's a hairdresser, she does education for us. She does our HairUWear on the road class. And she was at the photo shoot, and I styled the blonde wig on the model. And after we were done with the photo shoot, she's like, "Can I have that wig?" And I was like, "I'll give it to you, but don't tell anybody what it is or what collection it's from or anything like that." She's been wearing this wig, and she's been going everywhere. She's been going to the grocery store. She says people stop her all the time, and she's got her own bio hair, which she just doesn't like to style on a daily basis. And she said people stop her all the time and say, "Who does your hair? That is the cutest style. That's the cutest cut." And I'm like, "Don't say what it is," but now she can. Now she can say, right? So now she can say it's the Gabor Luxury, Designer Series Trend Alert wig. Let's talk about Trend Alert. I'm going to show you guys what this one has in it. So here's why this is such a stunner, right? Because you have the naturalness of having the ear-to-ear lace front on this, right? Again, this one too has the extended mono part all the way to the back, and then you have the personal fit stretch cap. So very comfortable, very easy to wear. Liane, look at that part line, is stunning.
It's stunning. It's so natural. I'm even still shocked looking at it myself.
I know. So I give it a good brush. Like I just kind of rake my brush through it. Again, I'm doing a little bit of my curl spray. I'm shaking it in, and I just kind of rake through it with my fingers once I've brushed it. And then you'll see, you guys, you just get this nice, fresh, bouncy curl that just turns up out of this. And just with a little bit of hand styling, you can get a great effect out of this. It's just a really cute bob. And I love it because it looks undone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you can see this. So Vicky asks, is that a new red? Vicky, this is a new red. This is new to Gabor. This is the GF 2933 in the shaded iced pumpkin spice. Isn't she a stunner? So you got a little bit of root, and then you have some highlighting throughout, like an amber highlight, and then you have this nice light copper tone throughout. So that is what this is. This is the GF 2933, the shaded iced pumpkin spice. And you know what I'm going to ask you now, Liane?
Yes.
What are you wearing?
I am wearing the GF 1125SS in shaded honey pecan, however you say it, wherever you're from. Everyone's always different, right? From the south to the north, but
absolutely.
So this has coolness to it, but also the warmth from the honey. It's such a well-balanced color. Yours that you have is obviously much redder, but this is just a beautiful. It's a great fall wig, that's for sure.
Yes. And so what we did with this, Lanita is just asking a great question. She said, so the colors are true to life, but they start with GF for Gabor. And that is true. What we did was we looked at some of our favorite colors, and we thought, why don't we put these into the Gabor Luxury Series and revamp some of the color line for this special heat-friendly fiber collection. And so you will find that to eliminate confusion, we have tried to stay the same with the colors so that it's not difficult, because some people like to transition and some people like to move from like one line to another line. And so what we did was make it as easy as possible for anyone out there and to eliminate as much confusion as possible. So yes, that's a great question, Lanita. Thank you for that. So yeah, I just love this. Again, you guys, just my little curl spray. It's got like some curl and some wave and some bounce in it. So it looks kind of like I don't know. It's like, of course it's got a style to it, but it also looks undone too, which is what I like about it. It's just really, really fresh. So I don't know. To me, this is just a sweetheart of a look. And what I think about this too is it's so great for women of all ages. So I think, if you're on the mature side, you can wear this. If you're on the young side, you can wear this. It's just a great, fresh look for anyone and of all ages. Lori James, hello, Lori James. Can the part be moved? You can move it, Lori. I'm going to show you. It is a side part, okay? but you have some room within there to zhuzh it to one side or the other. I'm sure Liane's got it moved over, you know, more on one side than I do, just to suit her face, you know.
But yeah, you can definitely part it a lot stronger over. Like, there we go. And it almost creates like the tiniest bit of a bang, like a long sweeping bang. If you'd prefer to show more of one side of your face, you can even tuck it.
And you know, Liane, when we showed the picture of the model that we shot for the catalog, that's what I did. I took it from this side as far over and just kind of swept it to give it that like over the eye kind of look. And then for the other shot, we moved it over a little bit more to center. So, you know, here's the thing, you know what, Lori, it's a great question because people always wonder, like with the mono parts, like, are you just stuck? Well, yeah, you kind of have to go to one side, but you can still wear it to the other direction. But I mean, there is flexibility within the mono part. If you want more volume, you can very easily go to the other side and switch it up. I mean, that changes the look entirely, you know.
I'm going to go for it while you're doing it. Let's
you know what? Go for it, Liane. Because you know what? Here's the thing people forget. It's heat-friendly fiber, so it's moldable. You take the blow dryer to this in the opposite direction, and you can still get that fiber to move that way, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
So the answer is yes.
The answer is yes. You're going to get more volume if you go on the opposite side of the mono part, but you certainly can do it.
Wow. I mean, look, if I tuck all of this directly behind my ear, I mean, this is gorgeous.
Right? I know. She's a joy. This is why she's a trend alert. Because she's her own trend, girl. So here's me parting on the other side. Very easily done. Liane Gage. Hi, Liane. I haven't seen your name pop up in a while. Yes, these are lace front, my darling. These are lace front wigs. So, I mean, when you lean in like that, Liane, and you don't even have it parted on the mono part side, it's still, no matter which way you go, I just think it really, really looks natural, you know?
Look at this volume.
I know.
This
it's
is amazing.
Sexy hair. You know, I hate to go on, you know, I hate to go live and say it's sexy hair, but it's sexy hair. I mean, you got to say it.
It's
right.
Sexy. I'll say it.
it's as Kyle, my friend Kyle would say, it's lush, darling. It's lush. And that's what we tried to create with these. Again, you see like what I'm talking about with the heat-friendly fiber on these? This blend of polyester for this collection is so flexible and so light. Like I said, you can style it with your fingers because it has a memory of the shape. It's also really fine denier, so it looks really natural. And again, you know, it just holds the curl pattern and the style, and that's what I love about it. And again, as I was saying, I keep saying and again because there's so many features, right? This beautiful sheen to it that looks so natural, just like healthy bio hair. Lovin'.
It's so beautiful.
I know. I don't want to even see you in anything else right now.
I know. But the last one's stunning too. So
it is.
Shall we switch?
We should. Do we have to?
I mean, I'll sit with this one a little longer. Okay.
It's so cute. Like I could see you wearing that, just like knocking around for the day, going to the mall, going grocery shopping.
You know, this could be like the young mom on a go too. Like if you have younger kids and you're running and chasing after them, I mean, this is like such an easy piece to throw on. Look like $1 million when you run into that friend from high school at Thanksgiving, or you can chase after your kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's a great holiday hair too. I mean, that is, to put that on before you go into a party, you are good to go. Liane, would you show us the back one more time? Because I think the back is what really makes this. It's just that tousled, tumbled wave. That's like the money right there, right? Because everybody, that's what people stop you on. Like, how did you get that cut, that graduation, that wave, that texture? And you can tell them you just have a great hairdresser, but you can't say who it is.
There you go. Not until January 2023, right?
Exactly. Or you could be like my friend Lisa, just goes, it's a wig, and here takes it off and shows them, you know.
So, you know what? I have this. I'm just gonna do something really jazzy for a second.
Yeah, please do it. Do it. I love watching other people style this because listen, these are all like my children, you know what I mean? So I love them all. And so to see other people enjoy them too is so fun for me.
Look at this. How about New Year's party?
That is some headband you got there, girl.
Well, you know what's crazy? I bought this when I had bio hair, and I always thought, I'm like, I can't wear it with a wig. It's going to be too heavy. But these are so light and easy to wear.
Oh, yeah.
I can throw on a gigantic headband.
That's a stunner. Woo. You're like a princess with that.
Thank you.
I think Kate needs to stand back. Gorgeous. Well, you guys,
this is so beautiful.
Again, this is the trend alert. This is in the shaded ice pumpkin spice. Liane is wearing the trend alert as well. Again, one more time for everybody, Liane, the color on that, if you don't mind.
Yes, of course. So I am wearing the trend alert, sorry. GF11 25 SF in the shaded honey pecan.
Beauteous, beauteous. And that's got that, the shaded honey pecan has that lovely like golden tone to it, which I really like. You know, it's got like some caramel and some golden, and it's really a lovely color. I think sometimes it gets passed over because everyone wants the real light blondes, but that's got lovely dimension.
Absolutely. This is a perfect fall winter blonde.
Yeah, perfect. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to take Liane out of that. So we're going to move on to our next one, which the next one is just as beautiful. So for our gals who like something a little longer, the next look we're going to be showing you is our wig called Own the Room. So if you want to own the room, here we go. So we got the Own the Room in our blonde, our rooted blonde on the left, and on the right, remember that color I showed you in the beginning, the Sangria? That's what we shot on our model for a little more drama. We decided to put her in the GF132SS Sangria color to really amp it up. So, and now, well, I mean, if you like Liane and the other one, you're going to love her in this one too.
Ooh.
Mama.
Hey.
Hey. So let's talk about this. So I got you a little bit. Let me go into the construction on this. So Own the Room is going to give you ear-to-ear lace front. It's going to give you a mono part all the way back, extended again for this, right? Because we wanted to keep that density believable. And of course, our personal fit cap, velvet ear tabs, velvet nape. Now, you guys, when you get this, I want you just to give this a good brush along. I love this brush, by the way, okay? You need to get yourself a wig brush. So this is metal pins, okay? And what this does is it just glides through the fiber. You do not want to use a boar bristle brush on these fibers, okay? You need metal pins. So that opens it up and wakes it up. I'm also going to show this to you in a new color that we developed. I'm so excited about this color too, because, okay, so it was kind of based on Carmen. You guys know the model Carmen? She's like, I don't know, Carmen's like maybe 90 years old now, and she's got this sterling white hair, right? And I wanted to get a white. So it's kind of based on our model Carmen, and it's kind of based on a lovely woman who works in our office. And her name is Susan O'Neill, and Susan's got this beautiful white hair. And every time I see her, I'm like, I want to make a wig after that color. So this color is brand new, and it is called GF 56 1001, and it is called Arctic White. Is this a gorgeous color or what?
It's stunning. It's very Targaryen.
Yes.
For anyone who's a Game of Thrones fans out there.
Right, it is. It doesn't have that appeal to it. So this is a lovely wig. I feel it's a lovely wig. I mean, I say, you guys might have a different opinion. But I think it's a lovely wig. And I think it's even more lovely when you see it on Liane, because you can just see that it's a very low density, right? It's a very like wearable length. It's just got some soft tumbled layering throughout. There's nothing really highly sophisticated about this except for the way it's made. But in the way it lays and the way it falls is just natural, easy, and I think just fresh. And most importantly, I mean, as we can see, very wearable for so many different women. Liane, can you lean in a little bit and show us the hairline on that too?
Yes.
Loving. That's
it has such a beautiful natural height to it, which is so amazing. I mean, again, you have to go to the salon to get a blowout like this, and instead you buy your wig and you pop it on and you have all this beautiful front volume, and I think it's beautiful. Yeah,
that's what I like about it too. And I wanted to introduce something that you heard me say before on the show. I call it replacement hair, which means that if you are losing your hair because of chemo treatments or medicines, or in our case, right, alopecia, you might sometimes just don't want a real high fashion style. You want a lovely style. You want something pretty and elegant, but you don't want it to look like, you know, catch people's eyes as a style per se, right? This is it. This is just a beautiful, if you came out of the salon, had a beautiful mid-length cut and blown it out. And this is born out of the 5,000 cuts like this I used to do in the salon.
This is almost the Rachel, right? This is a little bit short, but almost the Rachel.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, yeah, like kind of as in the later years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just love this. And again, you can just style this with a little bit of hairspray. This off the face styling is always a pleasure. One of the beautiful things about a lace front wig is that you have the option to wear it away from your face. You can wear it half up, you can wear it half down. So there's that freedom and flexibility. And again, because of this fiber, because of the heat-friendly fiber, again, we have this beautiful natural sheen to it. It doesn't look plasticky. It looks like a nice, fresh matte finish. And also the fine denier lays beautifully. And just all the way around, I think this one is a stunner. But like I said, I like them all, so I can't say. But so, Tabitha says, is Own the Room heat friendly? Yes, in case you missed it, this is definitely heat friendly. All the wigs we're showing today in this show are heat friendly wigs, heat stylable. This one too, let's say you want a little more edge on this. This could be flat ironed. So you can get this really sleek, or if you want to curl a little more wave into it, you can just set it, let it cool, and you're ready to do that. So Liane, I think it's just stunning on you. Show us the back again, because I want to see that layering. Yeah, look at that. Love it, love it.
It moves just like real hair. It's just like real hair. It's great.
Yeah, I don't know. I like them all on you, but I don't know. This one is a nice one too. I like them all. I can't say.
It's tough to choose.
I know.
Thankfully, the pricing on this is so great that you can get a lot of wear out of one, or if you want to change up your look a lot, you can really afford to grab a couple of these. All four that we've showed. They're so diverse, and you can change up your look any day by the hour.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you were wearing some accessories before, Liane, and I think that this is totally one that if you got some accessories you want to wear with a headband or something like that, This totally lends itself to that. And I'm just going to style this over, you guys, to the other side, so you can see that even though it has a mono part, right, you can still wear it over to the other side. You will get some more volume. If you go against the mono part, you will get some volume out of it. So it is flexible in that regard. I like it just kind of like sometimes just cheated like right over the eye. I think it's kind of like got a little sex appeal there,
You know what, Frank? I'm bringing out a scrunchie because those are back.
Are you bringing? Oh, well, bring it out. Bring it. They are? Did I miss that? I didn't get the memo on that.
They're back. Granted, honestly, apologies to anyone out there. If I had a better mirror and some time, I could probably do this. But
I don't think they ever went out, really. Women have been using those since they ever saw one. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. They're so great.
We just tell people to use like one of our hair wraps, which have the hair in it, which you could do with these too.
Those are great too.
Yeah. So I just love this. This is so, can be so Hollywood. And you know what? Gray is for every age too. And I think that's really important because wear a color that you want with these wigs. You should feel confident in whatever you're doing. The young girls are wearing, like they're bleaching their hair out and they're toning them silver. And I think that's a great way to change up the style without committing to it, Oh, Michelle Tyler, what do you recommend pinning the hair with after using heat? I like to use the duckbill clips. I don't have one with me here, but I like to just, if I'm rolling it up, I like to roll it up as such, and then I put a duckbill clip right inside there. Okay, and then just let that cool.
You can find this at any beauty supply too. Or Amazon. I find them all kinds of places.
Yeah.
I love them. Exactly. Look at this pony. Okay, you can wear this to the gym. So you can wear it to work and then wear it to the gym. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. To answer Diana's question, she says that I understand correct that the shaded biscuit and the GF shaded biscuit are both the same color. Honey, you heard me correct. Yes, you did. They are the same color. There might be some slight variation in what you remember as the original. If you're talking about from another collection, shaded biscuit, the colors are the same. Slightly, maybe in some slightly different formulation and ratios of the polyester fiber. So, very unique. Oh, that looks lovely, Liane.
Thank you. And again, that's from ponytail to going out for a drink with a friend.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just so elegant. And I mean, quite frankly, a hell of a lot easier than doing your own hair to make it look like that, you know?
Yes, I used to spend so much time when I had long bio hair blow drying. I actually used to avoid doing my hair because I'm like, this is going to take me 2 hours. This takes me 2 seconds. Pop it out.
I know. Let me tell you something. Bio hair is a lot of work. Okay. I got to color this. I got to cut this. And you know what? There's some days where I just don't feel like it. I'm just putting a baseball cap on. I would wear some of our wigs, but my head's a little too big for them. I need like an extra large. So,
well, now it's important. You can, instead of throwing on a baseball cap, like what you just said, you throw on a wig and you look fabulous.
Well, and I say that a lot, and especially when we're doing like QVC, you know, we kind of talk about for a woman who's just getting exposed to it. So if there's someone out there watching today, one of the things I always say if I'm on air or if we're doing shows like this is, you know, you could put on a baseball cap and that's really easy. But look at this. Isn't this a way better look than a baseball cap? I mean, you know, you can really look elegant, polished, sophisticated, and ready for the day by not wearing a baseball cap and wearing a beautiful wig like this from the Gabor Luxury Series. So that's just my feeling about it. And other people don't want, and that's why we got short ones. Maybe you don't want to deal with the length, right? Then consider a short one, you know, just for knocking around. So you guys, again, let me reconfirm that this color is GF 56 1001. It's a brand new color. It's called Arctic White. It's a white. It's a beauty. It's just got some sprinkling of salt and pepper in through it. But in the front and along the side, you're going to get the real white bold highlighting. Again, Liane is wearing the Own the Room in which color, Liane?
I'm wearing GF 1923 SS in SS Biscuit.
So. Fantastic. Fantastic. So you guys, to reiterate, right? This is our Gabor Luxury Designer Series Collection. You're going to find a nice true to life fiber. Again, beautiful sheen, resists cold set, very easy to heat style. If you want to make it a little straighter, you want to make it a little wavier, you're going to have all the bells and whistles now blended into the Gabor collection. And I'm really excited you're able to join us for this. I want to say to Liane, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your story. If you guys are just joining us now, you'll want to watch this later. We're going to post it to YouTube. You want to hear about Liane's journey. She is a true dyed-in-the-wool wig wearer now, and she's been through it all. And Liane, thank you for sharing your story, and thank you for inspiring other women and men who are dealing with the same thing.
It was a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to chat with you, get to know you as well, and get to try on all these fabulous new wigs that are coming out. It's very exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I'm so glad to share it with you. So you guys, we're going to recap before we announce our winner today of our Gabor wig giveaway. We are going to recap the styles that we looked at today from beginning to end. So if you're just joining us, you can get a fresh new perspective on it. And so we're going to pull that up, and then you can get an idea of what the collection fully looks like. So there we are, the Gabor Luxury Designer Series. From the left, we have Make a Statement, right? Our blonde one that we have there is called Trend Alert. And then there's me. Then we have our short one of the collection is called Out the Door. And then our beautiful mid-length layered one that we just finished up with is called Own the Room. So you guys, that is our new Gabor Luxury Designer Series collection in true to life, heat-friendly fiber. There's more coming the rest of the year for 2023. So hang on, because we got some other great styles for future, but this is where we're starting, and I hope you all get a chance to experience them. Our winner today, Liane, you know who our winner is?
Who's our winner?
It's Tabitha Strickland. Tabitha.
Yay!
Thank you very much, Tabitha.
Congratulations.
Yes, and thank you for joining. And you guys, thank all of you for spending your evening with Liane and I. Don't forget to look her up. If you haven't checked her out yet, she's at Liane with an E, Boyko, B-O-Y-K-O on Instagram. Check her out. She's always posting beautiful things, and you can see her in gorgeous wigs. And you know what? Thank you, Liane, again, for being with us. And thank you for putting all that stuff on Instagram, sharing your story, and letting women know that no matter what you're suffering with hair loss-wise, there is hope and you can still feel beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Love you so much. All right, everybody. Have a great one. Bye-bye.